Miss Trina, make the ballers want to star. Okay, but for real, thank you all for tuning into the reading powered by Black Spectrum Network. Please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com and purchase a private psychic reading. Click the subscribe button to stay in the know about when this channel releases new content. And if you can't get enough of my videos, get a Patreon membership. For as little as $2, you can receive videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. So I'm going to do a personality reading on Trina. So I'm going to shuffle my cards. And just give me 1 second. Okay, so the first card that I get for Trina is the engineer card. So this is talking about she has a natural talent for creating projects. Like she's a very creative person. So like she very much enjoys music. She enjoys dancing, performing. I'm hearing that she does still tour. Like she's not hurting for she's not hurting for money in terms of like bookings and such. She may be in debt, but she still has a natural stream of income coming for her all the time. I mean, basically, she has a consistent flow of income coming through booking shows. I'm also saying that she has a natural talent for music. Like she gravitates towards music. She hears different rhymes and rhythms. I'm hearing that she's a ghostwriter as well for certain music artists. She's more like little pop songs here and there, but I don't think that she writes for a ton of people. She no, yeah, she's a ghostwriter, but she's like writes like pop songs for people's albums. But I really do hear that she wants to be more of a pop star than she wanted to be a rapper. But there's also saying that and it's because as a rapper she typically has other people write her things, and she tries to learn how to write rap songs, but she's better at writing hooks and like 4-bar verses for people that are like really cute, and then she sells those. I get the card for the nature child. So she naturally has an affinity for animals, like really cute animals, small puppies. She probably likes small birds. She cares just as much about animals as she does people. I get the storyteller card. So this is saying that Trina's actually very like she has a lot of depth to her. She's very. I wouldn't say that she's the. I would say that she's wise. She's wise. And she's someone that in all of her relationships, whether they were romantic or platonic, if she's found closure in them, intellectual and spiritual closure. She's quite mature at leaving things alone, leaving relationships alone, ending things on good terms. But the storyteller card is that she doesn't feel that she doesn't like to express her personal life experiences to the public. She doesn't she would much rather be a sex symbol than to talk about her actual sexual experiences. With that said, she's not a fan of revealing things about herself because she hates the way that people twist her stories, and they try to figure out is she saying more than what she's leading on? Is she double talking? She doesn't like this. She likes to keep her business private, but she has a very, very rich background, a lot of tea. The destroyer card is saying that she can be self-destructive. Trina can end a relationship just as quickly as she can begin it. She's not very trusting of people. If you cross her, she's going to have to let you go. She forgives, but she never forgets. And with that said, if she has to forgive you, you can pretty much expect that you're outside of her social circle. She keeps people around her that are very protective of her, and she only wants people around her that have her as their first interest, and having her best interest as their first priority. She's a mentor to young women in the industry. She's a mentor to young girls. I'm seeing women DMing her, young children DMing her, and she gives them advice. She would actually like to be, if Trina didn't do this rap music, she would probably have been a teacher or a school counselor. But she's very much about helping young women refine their character, being themselves. And one thing that I'm saying is that when young women ask her about, her representation and how she feels that it affects young women, she's like, child, I'm a grown ass woman, but I'm gonna let you know that you need to be in a little girl's place and just stay like a little girl. But I'm gonna say this, you be out here, get your money, get about your bag, listen to my song that be about like I'm single again, and you stay in school, graduate, and be smart. That's how I hear her. But she wants. She's kind of like Corinne Steffens in a way that she understands her sexuality to be like a cautionary tale for other people. Like she's like I'm like Jesus. I sacrifice and open these doors so that other women didn't have to present themselves in this way, but I want to be respected for it because I was bold enough to do it. I get the card for the addict. So this is saying that Trina she probably likes alcohol or she likes weed. She may say that she doesn't smoke, but she does. And she may say that she doesn't really drink like that, but she does. She's not a party animal, but she likes to be in like a fairyland. She doesn't mind a good buzz. I'm also saying that she does drugs like casually just to like have fun. That's just it. She doesn't do drugs. Like she's not like Chris Brown or Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? She's not like Whitney Houston. She's just a casual smoker, you know what I mean? I get the angel card. I never really get this card, but this is saying that she's all about service. Trina is a very giving person. And I hear that even in her relationships, that's what makes her such a great lover, is that she loves on people without expecting them to love back on her. Trina is very innocent in her relationship. She has a very like sweet personality. She's not about drama. She's really someone that stays in her lane, stays in her zone about things. She doesn't she's focused on she focuses on her money. She focuses on the opportunities that are in her face, and she doesn't think about the consequences that it can have on society. Okay, but she takes ownership for her representation and her cultural impact. She owns it in a way that she's convicted by it. She doesn't care if you judge her, but she feels very convicted by the things that she's done, rapped, and said. And the angel card is saying that she's a praying woman. No, she's not a praying woman. Let me take that back. She would be a praying woman, but she's not a praying woman in the sense that she gets on her knees every day. But she's definitely an intention setter. Okay, and she's guided by angels. She is guided by angels. So with that being said, we're going to get into a few of the Trina questions. Okay, so let me do a shuffle of these cards and give me 1 second. Okay, so now I'm going to ask my first question. What was her relationship like with Trick Daddy? What was Trina's relationship like with Trick Daddy? Um, tricked her. I mean, to be honest with you, tricked her. That's it. He was like promising her like fame, success. That he was going to like be the reason that she was that she was you know the on top of the game. He was like, you're gonna be like Queen Latifah, but better. You're gonna be better than Kim. You're gonna be better than Foxy. The Queen of Wands and the Knight of Hazards is saying that he felt like Trick Daddy felt like Trina had a lot of talent, but she wasn't the full package. Like in terms of he's like, she's a robot. Like I can tell her what to do. She got a good look and she got a good voice, and she likes to be down. Like he felt like she could have been an industry puppet, but the Tower card is coming out, so it's like I'm not sure if Trick Daddy was part of Slip and Slide Records. I don't know. But I'm saying that it's like Trina went under new management after Trick Daddy. It's like somebody else found her to be more valuable. Okay. But it's this Emperor card. At first I thought it was Trick Daddy, but it's somebody else that started managing Trina. There was a fight over Trina. Like this guy had to probably purchase Trina's contract or purchase Trina's as an artist from Trick Daddy. But she did start with him and she was under his tutelage. She left it though. I don't think that this was on her own free will. I feel like this was more so like decided by for her by the universe and by the people that were managing her. So if you all have more questions about Trina and Trick Daddy, just let me know. What is their relationship like right now? Because I know they're on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood together. They get money together. It's like that. They're trying to get money together, but Trina is not too fond of working with Trick Daddy because she feels like he's immature. She doesn't think that he's ready to seriously make money. She feels like he's more about, making easy money than getting into the studio and really promoting albums and tours. She knows that he has things that he needs to pay, things that he needs to get done, things that he needs to do, but she's also like, look, like if we're gonna, she's like, we could be a dynamic duo. We could, come back out. We could make us a quick few stacks doing this, but I'm hearing like there was supposed to be a joint album that never really happened. But that was on Trick Daddy's part. He's coming up as the Page of Wands, so it's like he talked about it, but he never put forth action with it. I don't think they ever even made it to the studio. For real, for real. We're probably not gonna in this next season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. We probably won't see Trick Daddy and Trina together. I don't think that really worked. The way that the producers wanted it to. I think that they have a different route that they want to go with that, and I don't think that the chemistry between Trina and Trick Daddy is one that I feel like Trina's energy is much faster than Trick Daddy's. It's much faster. Like Trick Daddy has like a slower energy, like he has like this pimp vibe about himself, like an old school cat. He might speak slow, and he doesn't have a knowledge of like how to really even like use social media, how to dress himself nicely. Okay, so the next question I'm asking is what was her relationship like with Lil Wayne? Spirit is saying that they had a good relationship. Wayne vented to Trina a lot. She helped him to ease his mind. When Wayne would get frustrated about his money, people taking money from him, people trying to beef with him, and even street gossip and street beef, Trina was there to listen. She was very much in love with him. They started off pretty young in a relationship with each other. They were opposites to each other. That's what attracted her to him. he was completely opposite to what she probably would have typically wanted in a guy, especially in terms of how he looked. But she was a fan of his artistry because Trina loves music. Trina is a student of music. She loves music. I'm not saying that she's Mozart, but she's I'm not saying she's Whitney Houston, but Trina is Trina, and she loves music. She took care of him when he was sick. She took care of him when he was not his most confident. Trina was the reason that Wayne was as productive as he was when they were together. I'm hearing like the early 2000s. He tried to he would try to not cheat on her. He would really try to be monogamous for her. I think was Trina ever pregnant by Wayne? Well, the family card came up, and then the devil and the three of swords. I think that Trina miscarried a baby by Wayne, or Wayne told her to get an abortion. But either way, there was some sort of betrayal. And it's like, if she miscarried, then it was like Wayne was upset. He's like, I wish that this was different. Like, he kind of blamed her for it. And if she aborted, she blamed him for it. So she was pregnant by him at some point in time in her life. So that was their relationship. They let me see. Is there anything else you want me to know, Spirit? Because I feel like he's trying to tell me more. No, that was it. It's pretty much nope. Next question. All right. Now I want to know. So Trina released a song called "Big Old Dick," where she's like, Ludacris got a big old dick. Trick Daddy got a big old dick. Missy Elliott got a big old dick. And so I want to know, how did Trina feel about that song, Big Old Dick? Like, a lot of people thought that she slept with those men. Trina released a song. She ain't give a shit. I mean, honestly, this is probably one of them questions. It's not that deep. The answer is really not that deep. Recording the song, she had one foot in the door and one foot out the door because she knew that the public was going to scrutinize her. The Four of Hazards is saying that she shut out all the bullshit and all she could think about was her career success. The Hierophant card is saying that she followed the orders of her label, and she got in the studio, recorded the song, said the lyrics, thought it was hot, and that was that. Like, it wasn't. There was no thought. There was no thought into it, put into it. There was no thought after it. She doesn't really care that people think that she slept with the men that she named on the track. She's like, look, it is what it is. Whatever. Okay. What's coming for her on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Well, Spirit is like, I think that Love and Hip Hop Miami, I think Trina may be dating a younger guy, and I think that Love and Hip Hop Miami is going to focus on that. And I don't think that she wants that truth to come out exactly, but I feel like it's going to there's going to be speculation about it. Like, who is Trina dating, and is it this younger dude that we've heard about? I feel like I'm seeing a younger man that she's in a relationship with currently. They're going to try to present Trina as though like she's signing new contracts or signing new deals, and she's trying to get back out there. That she has a high demand for her artistry. They're going to try to really push Trina's her as an individual storyline. They're going to try to promote her as though she's musically successful, that she's not someone, they're not going to say reviving, but they're going to say that her career is thriving more because of her last year stint on Love and Hip Hop Miami. But yeah, they're really going to, a lot of people, I mean, Trina needs to be careful because it's like if she films with the wrong person, they could start trying to say, oh, we want to know about, this little dude that you're dealing with. Who's this little dude? Who's this younger boy that you're dealing with? I'm hearing this boy's like 20, like my age, like 26, 27 or something like that. And so yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Trina's gonna hold her ground though. Um, Trina's gonna hold her ground. Trina's really just focused on like protect like her family, like protecting her family. Like she's like as long as like her family, her biological family, like her mother's brothers and sisters. She thinks that as long as they um are not in the public eye, then everything is cool. She doesn't mind people going in on her. She wants to keep her business private, and she does want for Love and Hip Hop to obey their contractual requests, especially in how she's edited. But I do feel that they're going to give her a little. They're going to love tap her by having people suspicious of her love life. But Trina's still going to. I see that she's still going to be successful, and she's successful in maintaining a certain persona, like that she's on Love and Hip Hop, but she's not a real cast member. She's like a diamond member, like she's like the real diamond princess. Like Trina's on the show, but you can't talk to Trina like that. You can't really access Trina like that on this cast. Now I want to know about her relationship with French Montana. Why did they break up? I remember on the Breakfast Club, she and French Montana, she was talking about her relationship with French Montana. French Montana, and it's well, um, French Montana had a side chick. He was dating. I think that French Montana likes women that are older than him. But I'm saying that like he was dating a woman that was like older than him, and I think Trina would be older than him as well. Um, Trina didn't judge him for it. She wanted him to be honest about it. And I don't think that he was honest. He was definitely not honest about it. He was making it about something else. Like I don't. he was basically, instead of French Montana saying, "Hey, I'm not really, I'm not really feeling where we're going right now, and I do have somebody else," he just straight up lied to her. Spirit is also saying that their relationship, it was always in limbo. He felt that Trina was like too motherly and too overprotective of him, and he needs that. Also, Trina would not surveil him. She would not stalk him. She would not be head over heels into him, texting his phone and acting crazy. She didn't do that, but when she did reach out to him, she was like really calm and motherly. It's like he couldn't manipulate her. He couldn't. They went back and forth, but he couldn't get her to be confused and act erratic. He couldn't control her. He refused to bring the relationship public because he he felt like too many women were going to attack him. He knew that if he was dating Trina, that he knew that if he made it public that he was dating Trina, there would be other women and groupies attacking Trina and getting on her in her comments, her Instagram account. Like he played his cards right. He's like, no, this is not going to happen. I'm not about to let the public know that, because I know these women out here, they some birds, and they gonna start pecking. That's how I'm hearing him say it. He did want a family with her, but like in a messy way. Like, I don't know if French Montana has kids, but he wanted like a polyam. He's kind of polyamorous. You know what I mean? Not yeah. When I say kind of polyamorous, he's not. He wants monogamy, but his energy is polyamorous. But then I get the three of hazards, and this is saying that Trina wanted a family as well. Trina would have gone. Trina wanted to deal with him, but she wanted him to be more honest about himself so she could get a better. She was just like, you know, I don't need you to lie. Like, why do you have to lie? Why don't you just tell the truth? Why didn't you just say this up front? But it drove her crazy. She's not very outward. You know what I mean? She's not outward with her emotions. She wasn't gonna tell him, look, I'm up thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you, and you're driving me crazy. That's not how she operates. She keeps it to herself and holds it in. Okay, so now I'm about to um do a fresh shuffle and answer a couple more questions. Now I want to know, is Trina dating now? I mean, I kind of already figured that out about the little guy. Um, Spirit is saying Trina is dating. This boy is kind of annoying her. That she's in a relationship with. Why is he annoying her? Why is he annoying her? She's overprotective of him. She's overprotective of him. She wants to get married. She wants to be in a relationship with him for the long term, and she's trying to make sure that there are no other women involved with him. Um, the Knight of Swords and the Magician. This is like he has all the tools to make it work. Like at any point in time he could propose to her and possibly be this could be a good first marriage for him. Um, he's just young. I'm also saying that like he's really good at he's laser focused on Trina. Like he only has eyes for her, and he's good at shutting out the outside noise, not paying attention to other women that are after him. He does want the relationship to work. He feels like Trina helps him to become a man. I do get that he's in love with her. He may be in over his head though because Trina's emotions run deep. And she's very Scorpio like. When she is hurt, she cuts you off, and then she tries to hurt you, but she doesn't hurt you in a way that she talks bad about you. She just knows your weak points. You know, she allows you to think that you're getting over on her, and then she strikes. So yeah, she is dating. I want to know what are her thoughts on Kaya and the Queen's Court. Trina doesn't care. She just has this energy of just not caring. Like she just doesn't care. Literally, she just does. She doesn't care about a lot of things. Trina cares mostly about like her immediate family, her money, and her relationships. Outside of that, she doesn't care about much. She has no thoughts about it. None. She really has none. She has no thoughts. Even with the Queen's Court not existing anymore, she has no thoughts about this. Okay. And now I want to know: will she get married and have children? Will Trina get married and have children? Trina likes men that she can take care of. She has like sugar mama energy. She ends up betrayed a lot because she puts too much of herself into these guys, and they don't give back in return, and they can leave her high and dry. Like they're not good communicators. Um, she struggles a lot internally with like her self-esteem. She feels like perhaps there's something that's not right in her that's keeping her single. She does have like this she has a big heart. She really wants to fall in love and be in love. Um Spirit is saying that, you know, her feelings she goes back and forth with working on herself. She doesn't need an Iyanla Fix My Life situation, Iyanla Fix My Life episode. Trina needs like a women's training camp. She just needs to be decided in who she is and the types of men that she chooses to date. She definitely tries to make sure that people don't think that she's she's the caricature and Trina are not the same. She's like, there's Katrina Harbor, and then she's like, there's Trina. She's like, I'm Katrina Harbor. She has a hard time proving herself to the men that she deals with, because they are looking for a little bit of that fiery vixen out of her when they're dating her. She also has to stop dealing with guys that are womanizers, guys that have this energy where they are okay with like multiple relationships. That doesn't work for her. That's just somebody's preference, but she doesn't need to think that is something that she needs to be okay with herself. But Spirit wants her to have a family. It's just she hasn't found the man for it. As far as the guy that she's with, they may get married, but I'm not exactly sure if they are going to have kids. I do see it as Trina may end up getting married. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. She got married to this guy, but I know I'm probably contradicting myself. I hope this is making sense, but she doesn't have the energy around. I apologize for the jump cut, but my camera battery died, and I am using my second camera battery. But I can't remember what I was just saying. But Spirit is basically saying that Trina doesn't have the energy around her of marriage, but I wouldn't be surprised if she does get, like, just as of right now, she doesn't have the energy around her. But wouldn't be surprised if she gets proposed to on Love and Hip Hop, or if we hear about that. Now, as far as children are concerned, Spirit is like she has to find the husband. She needs to do it soon. She has the capacity to still have children if she wanted to. It's just going to require her to be in a period of isolation, and to figure out, what is it about her that is attracting these men to her that are not looking to build a family, and that are not particularly monogamous. So with that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in to the reading powered by Black Spectrum Network. Go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com and purchase a private psychic reading. Click the subscribe button to stay in the know about when this channel releases new content. If you can't get enough of these videos, get a Patreon membership. For as little as $2, you can receive videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. With that being said, remember the cards are still speaking, and don't trust no lone witches. Bye.
So fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the skyline.